Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the My Crazy Dad podcast, season 2, episode 8.
What up, everybody? Whoa!
Holy smokes, dude. We hope you had a. Is this going up Monday? Yeah, great weekend.
Hope you had a great weekend. Didn't party too hard. If you woke up with a hangover, I hope it didn't hurt for the whole day. I know those suck.
I don't know. Do we have anything to talk about? Like,
We always have something to talk about. I heard another new pickup line.
oh geez,
This is going out to my lovely wife.
is it too graphic?
No,
Okay.
I didn't think anything
Say
was
it.
too graphic for our website, our podcast.
Yeah, we don't have a website. Say it then.
Why are you so bossy already? Show just freaking started. And
Well, you're staring at me instead of saying the joke. You're just going.
It's not a joke. It's a pickup line. Are you into magic? Say no.
No.
Oh, I figured you were because every time I look at you, everything else disappears.
That was an awful pickup line.
They usually are.
Okay. I guess we could do a little challenge. I bet I can get you to say 19. Okay?
Why's that?
No, I'm just saying I can get you to say 19.
Okay.
Okay. What's 10 plus 5?
15,
Okay. Plus 15.
30,
Okay. Plus 30.
60.
Okay. Plus 40.
That's 100.
Plus 20.
120.
Minus 30.
I'm not going to say it.
Say what?
No.
120
Because it sounds
minus
like
30.
what you want me to say.
120 minus 30.
Yeah. Is 90.
What is 90?
You know what it is.
I don't. I don't know what 90 is. I know 90.
Yeah, but that sounds like what you want me to say.
Okay, it's 90.
90.
Plus 50.
140.
Okay, minus 40.
100.
Minus 10.
90.
I got him to say it. I got you to say it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I just got you to say
You
it.
said you were going to get me to say the 19, not the 90.
Yeah, I just got you to say it.
No, I said 90.
Yeah, you just said it.
No,
Yes.
no. That's different than 19, what 19 sounds like.
That was, you just said it.
Shut up!
You just said it.
19.
Yo. You got onto that
Man,
shit
I got
so
some
quick.
bat wings going on today.
What the hell, dude?
I hate bat wings.
That's great. Well, I always say this joke. I told it to you the other day. It's like, especially when you're at the store, you can kind of like do it without anybody noticing. Like, oh, what's that on the bottom shelf? And like stretch your legs all the way out.
Here, let me up for a second. Yeah, if you're ever out and about, ladies,
Careful of the mic.
and you see a guy going like this, back and forth without actually really touching anything, it means his nuts are stuck to the inside of his thighs. Better known as bat wings if somebody didn't know that.
I hate them.
Or if you see them like jiggling in their seat and stuff, that's when they got a little swamp ass going on.
I've never jiggled in my seat because of swamp ass. No, but bat wings always gets me, dude. I hate it so much. Like, especially when it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus, how far can they stretch
So
before they
usually-
let go?
Usually what I do is I scoop them in the hammock of the boxers.
Oh, I didn't know you had hammock boxers.
Well, I don't. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, you make a hammock.
Yeah, like I
Gotcha.
scoop them. And so it's
Put
like,
the fabric around them.
yeah.
Get
so
them
it
in there
doesn't stick.
nice.
Well, you don't got to do the hand motion. That is disgusting. You better not touch anything in this room after that.
I was on the outside looking in.
It don't matter. When you got sweaty nuts,
True.
it don't matter.
True.
Okay, well, how far? We're 6 minutes in already?
We're already 6 minutes in?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We can't really talk about the races because none of them have happened yet.
Well, the first F2 did.
Yeah, the sprint.
Man, they wrecking all over the place at this race course.
Well, the qualifying for F1, 4 red flags.
Yep.
That's
what
crazy.
course is it?
Baku.
Baku what?
Azerbaijan.
Yes.
It's in Azerbaijan.
God bless you. Which I didn't even know was a place till I started following F1.
Dude, literally, I didn't know Bahrain was a place. I didn't know Azerbaijan was a place.
And evidently, Azerbaijan is the most heavily populated area that's below sea level.
Yeah.
So if their levees give out like New Orleans did, there's a lot of fucked people.
Dude, I can't wait to get to the parts when you're in never mind. I don't want to say that because well, I guess we can tease it a little bit when you get down to Key West. So, yeah, we'll just tease that.
Not a lot of fun things happened in Key West when I ran away.
Yeah, but after that, you have some good Key West stories.
Adult Key West stories.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yuki Tsunoda was the driver from Japan in F1, and he made it to qualifying 3 for the first time. His best qualifying yet was Bahrain, which is the first race. He got 12th.
I need to win the lottery.
Why?
So I can buy a house in Key West.
Okay. I thought you were going to say to put me on an F1 team or something like that. I was
Shit,
like, hell
man.
no.
I'm not going to waste my money on you. I did the first 18 years of your life.
Wow. Waste of money.
No, you weren't. None of the kids were.
Anyhow.
Anywho.
I don't know if I'd ever live on Key West.
I would. I'd like to have a summer house in Maine and a winter house in Key West.
Yeah, but when you think about it, like Key West doesn't really have many houses. It's like apartments and
No, they have a lot of houses.
Stores on top of each other. Where we were staying, it was literally the houses were this far apart and this big.
That's Key West.
Yeah, but then you go down near the southernmost, not even the southernmost point, and it really ticks me off that it's called that. But
it is.
If you look at the map,
it doesn't matter.
Point.
It's the latitude, longitude.
No.
Yeah.
An island does not curve that much when it's only like 15 miles wide.
Just get over it, man. They can't say it's the southernmost point if it wasn't.
Because it is
over in Texas or something.
What? No, we're way further south than Texas. But what I'm saying is, there's literally a military base southwest of it. So how is that the most southern point?
No,
Maybe
there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not. The military base is north of Key West.
Yeah, but there's like a little peak, little thing down there that has like a grid or something on it, and it's to the southwest.
Again, it goes to latitude, longitude.
I'll show you on the map.
Oh, let's not worry about it right now.
Nope, I'm showing you on the map.
People don't need to watch us arguing.
We're not arguing. I'm just trying to show you.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. Okay.
You've shown me before.
That is the most southernmost point, right?
Yes.
What's down here?
Yeah, but it's not farther south.
How?
Dude, stop.
How is that not south?
I don't know, but stop. They can't say it is if it isn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying is how can they?
It's like I can't say I'm a woman if I'm not.
Okay, but if you wanted to be a woman, you could.
I could be, but I don't want to be.
Okay. I was just saying that's not the southernmost point in America.
Speaking of which, Smith Pool, still our only sponsor.
Maybe we only get like 20 views.
Best
on the
pool
podcast.
service in the U.S.
In the world.
In the world.
I told you to say that.
I don't know if it's in the world. I mean, it is my brother.
Yeah, so it's the best in the world. Okay. So what you got for stories today?
I don't know. They come to me as I decide.
So you
Do
didn't
you want me to
decide.
do the first one? Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I can do that. Well,
Stop clicking your glasses too.
he's a bossy little shit
You
today,
say
isn't
this
he? More so
50,
than usual.
You say this 50 times an episode. It's just probably going to be annoying to the people listening because they're just going to hear.
If anything I do annoys you, let me know. I'll be sure to do it more.
The only person that comments is your brother, so.
Yeah, I know. He likes being the first to watch our videos.
Yeah, it's funny. Every YouTube one,
Shout out to you, Junior.
I always see woohoo first again, and then the last episode you were first.
I was first.
And he
I
goes,
beat him
dang
to
it, I'm not first, or something like that.
Yeah. I beat you to it. I'm going to say your name, Steve.
Yeah, he probably doesn't care.
Hey to you and your fam up north. They're coming down in January. You get to meet them finally.
Cool. I haven't
Him
seen
and his
anybody
wife,
in
and
your
I believe
family in
his
so long.
stepson and his girlfriend, or maybe it's his stepdaughter and her
I have
boyfriend.
No clue.
I don't either.
Dude, why can the Madigans only grow a goatee?
I can grow a full beard. It's just my face is fat, so it looks spread out. It's like my chest and my stomach. If I was skinny, I'd look like a hairy bitch. But because
You are
I'm
a
fat,
hairy bitch.
why not look like a hairy? Because my fat spreads it out, so there's more space in between the hair follicles.
Yeah.
And that's the same with my face. If I didn't have these chubby cheeks, I'd grow a mean-ass beard.
You could probably still grow a beard.
I do, but it just looks like shit because it's spread out.
I've even seen you try to grow one. You've never grown
Yes,
one
I
out.
have.
When?
Dude, are you kidding me?
You grew, like, the stubble out maybe, like, 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, I had a beard for a little while. It just,
But I'm saying
it
a
gets
beard
too
beard.
itchy.
Like a Colton beard.
Well, if I could grow a Colton beard, I'd have a beard.
Dude.
But his face is skinnier than mine, so his hair follicles are closer. So he has a nice looking beard.
Yeah,
Me, it's just,
he is a nice beard.
mine's janky as shit.
I don't know where he got it, because Pat, I don't know if can he grow anything.
Must come
other
from the
than
Hayford
goatee?
side.
Can we say that last name?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Well, just make sure, of course.
Hey,
Don't
Well,
say
I
any
can't-
first names.
well,
Just
no, I was
text-
gonna say Jeanette.
Yeah, we'll just
but-
text her. Not right now. Just after the show.
No, you get to do your shit during the show.
Like what? Oh well, I just
Like look
text
up the
him.
southernmost point.
Okay, well I just do that for a split second. But anyways, you didn't answer my question. Can Pat grow more than his goatee?
I don't believe so.
Must be an Irish thing. Can only grow like this part. Then after that, it's all neck beard. I know a neck beard's all I can grow other than my chin and my mustache. And my soul patch is like blonde. See, the thing is too is I can multitask, so I can talk to you while texting.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
I can barely chew gum and walk. Come on.
I never understood that metaphor.
I do.
Like, are there people in the world that can't do that?
Evidently, because there's a metaphor that says it.
Dude, I can do so many things at once. I chew gum if that throws you in there. Talk to my family and play a game at the
I
same
can click
time.
my glasses and talk at the same time.
Okay, we gotta get to your first story.
All right, well, back, I don't know if how many people in Holland even know this, but underneath the town is a bunch of old sewers that haven't been used in forever. And I mean, you can actually, I could almost stand up straight in these things. They're that damn big.
I thought you were gonna say like in France, what are those called? The catacombs.
The catacombs.
I thought you were gonna say there were some catacombs. I was like,
No, it's sewers. I mean, that's what our understanding was. It was sewers, but they were big damn tunnels anyway. We'll just call them tunnels. And we used for, shits and giggles, we used to just go through the tunnels some nights. Every now and then we'd get together, some friends, and hey, let's go through the tunnels. And, it's just exploratory stuff, and so we're walking through, and we come out one time when we're in this big field, and we're like, well, this is pretty cool. Where are we? And we turn around, and if you're going up to the top of the hill Vermont Hill Road, if you're going up Vermont Street, as you cross some tracks to start going up the hill, there's an old Fisher Price plant right there. And we come out inside the property, inside the fence in Fisher Price, and we're like, well, this is pretty cool, but I mean, it's my understanding they take their toys very seriously. I mean, people can't even take pictures in toy manufacturers and stuff because...
Yeah, if it gets out, people
you don't want stuff to get out. So we're walking around, and, I mean, we're talking, still back in the mid to late 70s. And they had some kind of kick-ass security system watching the grounds, because next thing you know, there's a couple guys come out screaming at me, what are you kids doing out here? And with that, everybody just took the hell off. And me being the big guy, I was always last place. If anybody was ever going to get caught, it was me.
Yeah.
And so they're running, and I'm like running, screaming behind them, wait for me, you sons of, wait, and all of a sudden they all just, and to this day, I still don't know why we just didn't go back in the catacomb, in the tunnels, because we were still right there.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just screaming, and it's nighttime, and it wasn't a very moonlit by any means. I mean, it's still pretty dark out there, but all of a sudden they just disappear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what the hell? So I figured they were just like going down the hill or something. And I come flying, and I hear somebody go, stop, Sean, stop. And I suddenly realize there's this huge freaking gully in front of me. And that's where they'd all fallen down in the gully. And I come falling down in the gully, and I come up screaming. I got this freaking branch stuck in my leg. And I'm like screaming like a little bitch. And once the laughter subdued, we realized that we were still in Fisher Price property. And I want to say Pat was the one that helped me get the branch on, pulled the branch out of my leg, or just come up and jerk it out or whatever. Or I did. I'm not really sure at that point, because we're all in panic mode still, and I've got a branch sticking out of my leg. And so they take off again, and I realize they're all climbing the fence. And I'm talking like a freaking 8-foot chain link fence, tall chain link fence. And I'm looking at this thing thinking, there's no way I'm getting my big ass over that. And we got these two guys coming, getting closer. Stop, stop. And we're like, it was an accident. We didn't even know we were coming. We didn't mean to, just trying to get these guys. And I don't know to this day how I did it. But I got my big ass. I think it was just the fear of God and not wanting to go to jail at 13 years old, 14 years old, because I lumbered my big ass up over, and I threw a leg up over the top, and I remember I'm like, just don't fall, because that's an 8-foot drop and you're already hurt and stuff. And I threw my other leg over, and my toes missed the chain link, and I fell down on the ground on the other side, knocked the wind out of myself, Oh yeah, so I'm like, they helped me up, and we're running down the tracks, because the railroad tracks are right there on the other side of the fence, and I'm like limping and trying to catch my breath, and they're just about dragging me at this point, trying to get everybody rescued into safety. So if one of those guys is listening from Fisher Price back in the day, get stuffed.
Dude, they probably weren't gonna arrest you.
Oh, they had foul. They had bad intentions. I'm surprised they weren't taking shots at us as upset as they were.
Well, dude, if you're just like if you stopped and told them, like you said, we didn't know we were coming here.
Well, they
Stuff
weren't.
like
I
that.
mean, there's no way they didn't hear us yelling that, and they still coming at us.
Well, they were probably gonna catch up to you and help you guys out.
That thought never crossed my mind.
You obviously, because you guys are in a friggin' 8-foot fenced-in thing.
Well, yeah, but
They're probably not gonna want you to get hurt, because if you sued them for that branch going into your leg, you know, they could have you could have sued. So they were probably trying to
mean, it's
stop
different
you
back
from getting
then.
hurt.
The first thing popped into my mind was not lawsuit. It was make sure I get
No,
that
I'm not
cleaned
saying
out when I get
lawsuit.
home.
Oh, you mean that? Well, I'm just saying like they probably didn't want you to get hurt, so that's why they were probably yelling.
Well, then
stop.
you don't chase kids.
What
You
else
just
are they
say,
supposed to do?
Instead, hey, what are you kids doing? And come after us screaming and shit. You say, hey, stay calm. It's cool.
No, you
know,
guys
This
should
is
have
how
stayed
people
there.
get beat down these days.
You should have said stay there. Or you should have stayed there, I mean. I mean, how fat were these security guards? Because they couldn't catch 13-year-olds?
Well, I mean, we had a good distance on them to begin with.
okay.
When they started screaming, what they should have done was tried to sneak up on us at first instead of yelling.
So did you know you were in the Fisher-Price thing at first?
No, when we come out, we didn't. Until we looked around and we heard them yell, and we're like, oh, shit.
We're in deep shit.
Yeah. Just, it's okay, guys. You know, we're good. We didn't know we were here. But, you know, the way they were going on, they didn't want to hear anything.
Yeah. I think you got a text or something.
We're just troublesome kids. Oh, Nettie says it's fine.
Okay, well, just for her.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying just for her, use that if you want.
She said just say hashtag not sponsored.
Well, we are sponsored by their company.
Well, yeah, but not by the Hayfords.
I know. Dude, you know what I realized was your posture and mine is so bad. Especially on the show.
Yeah.
We lean forward so much.
Water.
The table just isn't big enough.
I need water. Yeah.
Because if I scooch forward, my knees are literally in the bar.
Well, actually, the room's not big enough.
That's true. We need a new house.
I mean, well,
in
eventually.
a bigger room.
Stop texting me.
We just need like a big enough room to have like a setup, and then maybe even paint the walls green. So then like the whole thing is green. What are you doing?
Your mom just texted me.
Oh. And do you get what I'm saying though? Like if we painted like the walls green,
Yeah.
like I don't know, it would look nice because then we wouldn't just have this.
Yash. But I mean, we're in what, a 10 by 12 foot room, maybe something like that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's okay because I just use it for my office because it's a spare room.
Yeah.
So I just use it for like my computer stuff, like homework, everything. My computer's just in here.
Yes. And I mean, this was our first house purchase, and it was just to get us started. We're probably, well,
Don't say where we're moving, but
no, I mean, we're probably going to sell this in a little while and buy something closer to where your mom works in a nicer house. There's nothing wrong with this neighborhood. I mean, we've been here, the 15th will be a year we moved in.
right.
And I mean, nothing, there's noise like you get in any neighborhood, an occasional argument, but, nobody's bothered the house. Nobody's, as far as I can tell, nobody's tried to break in or anything. So, I mean, we
That's
haven't had
not
any
true.
issues.
The fence.
Well, they just pulling on it. I don't think they were,
Yeah, but why were they pulling on it? Is what I'm saying.
probably kids doing it.
I don't know.
Seeing if the dog was out back because the sign on it said beware the dog.
I don't understand that. Like, I can see like beware dog.
Yeah.
Beware of the dog. Like that just sounds like a movie title.
Well, you know, there you should beware of the
Dude,
dog.
Winston
the
does
bounty
got a
hunter.
mean bark.
Hashtag not sponsored.
By what?
Dog the bounty hunter.
Oh. Beware the dog. He's gonna get you. Yeah. That's so funny. If I was ever a bounty hunter, I would literally dress up as Boba Fett.
Why?
Because he was a bounty hunter.
I understand that, but...
Well,
in
I
the
love Boba
future-
Fett.
In the future, he was.
Huh? Star Wars was a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away.
Yes, but it was still our future.
What? Was it?
Yes.
Why was it a long time ago?
I don't know.
We gotta ask George Lucas. Is he still alive? No, he
Yes.
died, right?
No, I think he's alive.
I don't even know, dude. After watching the Harry Potter movies this many times, I can easily say it's way better than Star Wars.
I love Harry Potter.
Now, not the Mandalorian.
Is my friend.
The Rogue One, the Mandalorian, and Revenge of the Sith, I think, are the best three things in the Star Wars
I know who
franchise.
you're going to be getting texts from after they see that part.
Who? My brother?
Your bro.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah. The eldest one.
No. I'm talking about the one that's going up to Maine with us for the wedding. Your dude.
Oh. I was so confused.
You were at her house the other day.
Yeah, I know. I know who you're talking about now. That was fun.
Hi.
I guess we can talk about that. I don't know.
Hi,
if she-
Jay.
don't think she watches it. And we can say her name. Anyhow. We've talked about her. Her name's Jasmine. Whatever. She had like a birthday thing where like we had like friends and family over. And for some reason they decided to go to Chick-fil-A like super late at night. And I was like, okay. So now keep in mind there were other dudes invited, but I was the only dude. So it was me with 4 girls, and I think one of them is good at driving, and it's Jasmine. The other 3 suck. And so I'm really hoping Jasmine's going to drive. We get to the car. She jumps in the back. I'm like, who's driving? And all 4 of them are standing up by the doors. They're like, are you getting in or what? I'm like, she's driving? I'm not getting in this. I go, Jasmine, you told me she's crashed 4 times, and you want me to get in this back seat. They're like, you're fine, whatever. So I get in the back, and I'm like petrified. Like, I'm tucked in there. My feet are literally under my friend in front of me's seat, just like stuck on the bottom of the seat. My arm is across the back, so if I have to hold on to something, and then my hand was ready for the suicide bar or whatever it's called. For some reason, the girl that was driving decides to speed. Instead of going 45, go an exponential amount way over 45 and give people hell like you that are going the speed limit. And she like pulls up behind him because he like cuts her off, but like is maybe a quarter mile down the road. And she gets out of the way at the last second. Like, you could see the taillights in the reflection of the car. Like, she got that close and missed him. And so I grab onto the back. I turn sideways. My feet are sticking onto the chair in front of me. And I was so scared, dude.
Now, let me just say, another thing that does irk me is if you're sitting at a stop sign and you see me coming, and there's no freaking buddy behind me, don't pull out, cut me off, and do less than the speed limit, or just take your sweet ass time. Let me go by first and then come out and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Seriously. You know, you see them sitting there, and they're sitting there, and then as you get close enough, they pull up. And you're like... And you look in the mirror, and there's no freaking buddy behind you. Why couldn't you just let me go by?
Yeah.
Why you got to do all this bullshit just to piss me off and make me eat my freaking dashboard?
You do have to admit, though, even when people are doing the speed limit, you still pass them. we're not in a rush every time we're driving.
I'm always in a rush.
Why though?
Because I hate being out there driving with a bunch of freaking people that don't know how to drive.
I mean, so do I. But if you're going the speed limit, most things don't
Speed
happen.
limit.
The
It's a
speed limit.
suggested speed limit.
No, it's not. It's a speed limit, and that's in the law. So you know this. You've gotten pulled over for it.
I mean, there's been plenty of times I've taken Morris Bridge Road. It's 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. I don't know why, because when you get closer to Zephyr Hills, the road is closer and you're closer, there's no side road really, and it goes up to 55. But you got this nice freaking wide open 2-lane, and it's 40 and 45. Why?
I don't know.
Big long straightaways. Back in the day when I used to come to Tampa from Zephyr Hills, it was always 55. Granted, there's housing developments and stuff out there, but people
probably died on the road, so they wanted to make
well, I've seen one, but it's still 55 where that dude died. It's not 40 and 45.
Was that the one where he wasn't wearing a seatbelt?
Yeah, he got ejected and his car rolled over him.
Yeah. Well, don't get too graphic. Don't get too graphic.
That was a long time ago. But
probably when seatbelts didn't even exist. I'm just kidding.
We had to take off like the Flintstones.
Why?
Ding, 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 using our toes. Wow.
I'm watching like F1 races from like the 30s and 40s or whatever time it was in Monaco, and dude, no seatbelts. They're in this tiny car. There's no guardrails, so a car went into the water.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, dude, did they not think of safety?
The car flipping, and here goes the driver.
And you know what Mom says? She goes, people were tougher back then. I'm like, they were dying back then. What do you mean? Literally, like, what?
But listen, if the posted speed limit is 45, go 45 at least. I mean, I'm not going to get it. The ones that upset me are the ones that are doing 40 and a 45. Listen, if you can't even do the speed limit, keep your car parked in your friggin' garage or in your driveway or whatever. But if you go out
that's not what
and
you do.
Look in your mirrors, use your mirrors. If you look in your mirror and you see 2 miles of traffic behind you and nobody in front of you, who do you think's the freaking issue there?
But listen, that's not even when you get mad at people the most. It's on the highway when people are doing 75 and you decide, you're going too slow in the hammer lane.
Well, yeah.
And we've talked about this before. You crank up to 90 miles an hour to get past them.
If you're in the hammer lane and you're getting passed, regardless of what speed, and people have to go around you on the right side, get the fuck over.
Oh, and you judged me one time for staying in the hammer lane when I was slowly passing people, but you two do that same thing. You stay in it if you're passing people, and I was doing that.
Well, it all depends on how
gotten
close
mad
the
at
people
me.
in the next lane over are. I mean, if I'm in the hammer lane slowly passing somebody and there's nobody in front of them, then I'll get over. But if there's, somebody just a little way up, well, yeah, then you stay out there. But if you got people right on your ass, you speed up so you can get the hell out of their way. You don't stay in the hammer lane and make people go around you on the right.
All I'm
it's
saying
illegal to pass people on the right.
Is 90 to get
Too
past
many
these
people are in the hammer lane doing the speed limit. That's not what you're there for. Get the fuck out of the way. That's all I'm saying. If you're making people go around you on the right-hand side to pass you, you need to get the fuck out of the way. It's that simple.
All right, what's your second story?
Instead of, me flashing you trying to get you out of the way, and then when I go around you on the right, you look at me like I got 4 fucking heads and you're flipping me off because I'm trying to get you out of the way like you're supposed to.
Dude, remember that one crazy lady? She was in like the Equinox or something like that?
Flashing the lights.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And then she, I'd get out of the way and let her by, and she'd just sit right beside me. Well, why the hell you got me moving if you ain't going to fly on?
Okay, let's get to your second story before the episode goes too long.
How to drink. Time to end the show.
You still got to tell a story.
All right. Had this when I was
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. We're so monotone. People probably think like we're always pissed or something.
Oh no, it's just how we are.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when I say like, yeah, you still have another story to tell, and I say it like that, it sounds like I'm being a douche. But
He is.
No, I'm not. You know that. Quit feeding the people lies, you maniac.
Big boys don't cry.
Anyhow,
I haven't said that in
we
a
are
while.
very monotone, so.
Yeah, it takes a lot to excite us.
Well, it's not necessarily that. Even if we're excited, our voices don't really like, oh my god.
Yeah, true.
Like, we just laugh.
Yes.
But, yeah, we're just very monotone. I still remember the first time I met one of my best friends. I was sitting behind her in AP Human Geography. And she turns around and goes, why are you mad all the time? And I go, I'm not. She goes,
my last name's Matt again.
You look and sound mad all the time. I'm like, I don't know. That's just how I look and sound, I guess. And I was like, I'm not mad at anything. So, yeah, that's how we met.
Yes.
Because it is like that. Like, I don't know. We got pretty mean eyebrows. Like, we look like we're like this all the time.
You mean eyebrow?
That's true. We are Neanderthals, right?
57 years old, and I still save this shit between my eyes so I don't have a unibrow.
Dude, it's so... Why do I have a unibrow?
You get it from me.
Dude, we have some weird genetics. I swear, like, my, like, genetics are all over the place, but you... I was telling my buddies that we have, like, that motivational, like, workout group chat with. I was like, your genetics are crazy. Like, you can still flex, like, here, and it's like, whoa, boom, and it looks huge.
Yeah.
What is that called?
I don't know.
Something like that. But, yeah, you can still, like, get that muscle out.
What is it, the lats?
That's what I was thinking it was, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I did a lot of butterflies and shit back in the day.
What are butterflies?
Where you got
Oh,
weights and
yeah,
go like that.
okay. I remember now.
I mean, I'd work out with you if I could, but
Oh, speaking of, like, getting injured and stuff, I was talking to my brother yesterday. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I'm using lightweight, but every time I do a tricep workout, my elbow, it just pops. And I think it's because, like, I'm double jointed or something. And he said, don't even worry about it. You're, like, 12. You're not 60.
yeah.
And I go, okay, that's fair enough. But, yeah, it's like, it doesn't hurt or anything. It just pops. Like, even if I go like that, it still pops a little bit. So, I think it's just my
You're
thing.
weird.
Like, my ankle pops right there, no matter how many times I do it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay,
You're
second
a pulping
story.
bitch, eh?
Your second story. Let's
a
go.
pulping bitch.
Oh, wait, hold up. I just want to say one more thing. This man is the biggest Harry Potter nerd there ever is, probably. And he didn't even... I had to tell him that Harry gets the Elder Wand from Draco and that the Elder Wand didn't belong to Voldemort. And he was like...
Well, I knew it didn't belong to Voldemort,
Who did you think it
but I
belonged
thought
to?
it still belonged to Draco. I didn't realize that. I thought you had to
Disarm the Elder
disarm.
Wand?
Yeah, I thought he'd have to have the in order
Elder
to
Wand. Yeah, I
not
get what you're
just
saying.
disarm Draco of a a wand.
Yeah, and it was like the funniest disarm. He's like, give me that, and just grabs his wand out of his hand.
Yes.
And then the wand master's like, it belongs to someone else now.
Yes.
Or something like that.
I feel its allegiance is changing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. This dude knows like half, not even half, probably 90% of the lines. And he does these, like, when Snape and them are in the hallway, like, Lupin was there too with the Marauders map. And he does the and flicks off the lights or whatever.
Yes.
And I just think it's funny. He did that motion. He goes, as Snape did it in the movie.
Hey, you know what I like, and I've seen the 2 since then. The Grindelwald, what is it? The Beast guy.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts.
Yes, I've seen those 2, which are like a younger Dumbledore and that. So, and I'm still waiting for the next one to come out with Harry Potter's kid.
I don't even know. I want to watch the Fantastic Beasts movies now, actually.
Well, we can do that.
Dude, I've tried to watch them. I just always fall asleep. Those ones are probably the most boring ones.
No, they're
Except
not.
for that graveyard scene, or whatever it is. Do you remember what I'm talking about? When they have the fight
and when they have the big battle at the end.
Yeah. That one was sick.
Yes.
And especially these movies are cooler because obviously they're like the CGI is way better than 20 years ago.
Yes.
So it's pretty sick. Okay. Second story time.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Okay. What was I going to talk about?
Wait, hold on. Okay.
We had this one teacher. I can't remember what his name was, but the dude, we'd be in class, and our class always consisted of just following along in our book while he read.
Right.
And,
I love this story.
So, all of a sudden, we'd be following along, and all of a sudden he'd just quit reading. We're like, what the heck's going on? We'd look up, and he'd just be sitting there looking at his book, like, spaced the hell out. And, and when you've been in this guy's classroom long enough, you realize he's, like, completely gone, spaced out. And, we're, like, making these big, huge spitballs and swinging them off the freaking, they're stuck to the blackboard behind his head and shit, and we're flipping pencils up into the ceiling and stuff. I
love doing that.
And when I was in school, our yardsticks weren't, they were the 3 feet long, but they weren't, the 2-inch wide, and they weren't, these were like 2-inch squared. So they had some weight to them.
I love how you go, it's still the 3 feet.
Yeah,
it's
still,
like, that's what a yard is.
You can't fool a yard, even with a yardstick. But, the long, thin ones.
Yeah, that we have now.
Yes.
These were like squares.
These were 2-inch squares. So, there was some heft to them. And when, every now and then when he'd go off to wherever the hell we always assumed that he was like an alcoholic and he'd just zone out. We're not really sure what happened or why, but he'd be gone for 10, 15 minutes. And so half the class time, we're all just having a grand old time. We got rubber bands with paper clips, freaking zinging them at each other, and just having battles.
Yeah.
And so, there's a couple times I decided I'd take the yardsticks and I taped them together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm leaning, the same windows as the library, you pull in the middle so it goes up and down. I'm leaning out the window, tapping on the school and tapping on the classroom below. Bam, bam. And not really tapping on me, and I'm beating on the windows. Just because I got to be different. And, so
I've heard this
every now and then a yardstick would drop off the bottom or whatever, and I'd bring it up and sit down, and here come the teacher up, and our teacher's just sitting there looking at his book, and we're all behaving, and they'd come in and they'd look, and all the pencils are stuck in the ceiling, and the big old snot rockets on the blackboard behind him, and they'd just look at him, shake his head, and turn around and leave. And I don't know how the hell this teacher stayed a teacher, And
oh my God.
This one time I'm beating on it, all of a sudden I put the yardstick right through the glass. And so I let go, and the whole thing went down into the classroom below me. And it's my understanding that a kid's got hit in the foot or something by it and shrieked, and that's how the teacher really knew what was going on. But so he comes running up, and he's like, who's doing that with the yardsticks? And like I said back then, nobody's narking on each other, I don't think anybody even pointed their finger at me because I'm the crazy one. I'm the one pushing the envelope, so everybody wanted to see, well, what's Sean going to do next,
Yeah.
And so nobody said anything, and he goes, we'll figure it out, and he leaves, and he slams the door, and so, once he slams the door and he's gone, we're still, we used to not just
you'd build the
paper clips.
The stinger bees or whatever they're
called.
called.
But, you can roll paper.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And
we just, ting! Like, ah! And all of a sudden, you know, the teacher, he'd shake his head. And he didn't even ever look up. He'd just start reading where he left off. And, you know, meanwhile, the snot rockets have fallen, are sliding down the blackboard, and they fall off and hit the ground behind it. And, I mean, you know, we go in the class, and we've already got freaking paper towel or whatever going in our mouth because we know what's happening. We go in armed for war, you know? What the heck was his name?
I don't know. Don't say his name, but
well, he's dead.
Oh my god, dude, that is.
Because I mean, he was old back then. I mean, he was probably in his 60s, 70s. I mean, not old, but I mean, he just, you know, it's the funniest thing. You know, it's like he'd be reading this St. Jude play live. He's gone. Ah!
He's gone.
Yeah. I mean, my God. I mean, the class would just erupt. Huh?
Would you guys say?
He's gone.
Would you guys say that?
I probably a couple times. And then he's he's back.
Dude, that is so.
I don't
funny.
think the guy could keep a teaching job in today's.
Yeah.
Well, today he probably could, but.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
I mean, back then it's just like, and I mean, you know, we had half-hour, 45-minute long classes, so I mean, he was gone half the class.
Wait, hold on. So when he would zone out, would you guys be yelling and shit?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, we'd be up chasing each other around the classroom and shit. That kind of gone, man.
He was so gone, he didn't hear you
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, he's just sitting there looking at his book, and we'd be up, you know, be between his head and his book going like this and shit, you know. Come on back. We're done messing around. I want to say somebody even hit him with a bee stinger at one point just to test him. He's come back, you know, go to the bathroom and wonder how the hell he got this big old welt on his forehead, you know. But yeah, I mean, the dude was that kind of gone. I mean, serious, nothing.
Holy shit, dude, my stomach hurts so bad. That is so funny. What the hell?
You know, we're launching paper planes out the windows and shit and watching them flying around, and people downstairs telling us, hey, that plane flew a while, you know. I mean, just the shit we'd pull with this guy, man, and he never had any idea.
I can see you guys like a teacher like came walking and you just scurry back to your desk.
Oh, we would.
What would you do with the yardstick? Would you throw it somewhere? Like
I'd just let go of it. It'd hit the window below and slide off into the grass, you know.
Well, when I think about it, I just think like the teacher's coming in, you just throw it somewhere behind you or something, get rid of the evidence.
Dude, you know, a teacher'd come in, or, you know, he'd start reading again, and all of a sudden a pencil would drop off the ceiling, you know, let go and bounce off a desk or something. He'd look around like, and he'd look up and he'd be like, when did that? Well, you know, you're gone for quite a while today, sir.
That's
we got
probably
really
so
but
fucked.
I mean,
we're
it's
laughing at this because he probably had like epilepsy or something.
well, he never went into seizures.
No, not epilepsy. What is that called when you just like get knocked out?
Narcolepsy.
Something. I don't know. He had
Well,
something.
if he fell asleep, it was always with his eyes open, because I mean, he just St. Jude play live. And then he'd just sit there looking at it, you know. Meanwhile, we're like this between him and smacking books in front of him and shit. And he just.
Oh my god, dude, that is so damn funny.
Those were the best times at school. I didn't mind school when I had his class because, I mean, as soon as he see Jude play live and he'd stop, all of a sudden you'd hear all the chairs slide back because we're all up. It's go time now, you know.
It's go time. Okay.
And I mean, we'd get so rowdy, teachers beside the, you know, we had class on each side and across the hall, and they'd come looking and stuff, and you'd see him looking in the window, and they wouldn't want to, and they'd see him. They're like, okay. Well, he'll wake up. They'll settle down.
Oh, man, dude. I've heard that story so many times in my life, but it's still so funny.
He likes the yardstick part banging on the windows
that is
below
so
me.
Funny. That one story probably got like 15 clips for TikTok. Like, that is hilarious. My stomach hurts so bad, dude.
But, you know, shout out to everybody. You know, I still think it's cool that, you know, something you posted yesterday has, you know, over close to 150 and over views already. You know, I think it's cool. I appreciate everybody still hanging on. I'm still only 13, 14 years old, so still got a lot of stories.
Actually, you're not. It's at 178. With
So
9
yeah,
likes.
on TikTok.
Dude, I'm really surprised one of ours hasn't taken off.
That's all right.
But I'm just saying, like,
Something will happen eventually, maybe. If not, like I said, I just enjoy doing this.
our first one is 622.
It's up to 622 now?
Dude, we literally were celebrating when it had 500.
Yes.
We said we need one more like to 500.
Yes.
How has it gotten 122 views since then?
I don't know, but you know, if when I go out and about, if I feel the mood's right, I tell people. It's like your mom when her glasses came in. We went to go pick up her glasses, and as we walked in the store, the lady was helping another lady fix, you know, getting her glasses, and she turned around to come over to help her some more, and she stumbled, and I said, "I'm sorry. The only woman that can fall for me anymore is my wife." And the two ladies thought that was funny. And I just simply said, if you want to see more humor, go check out my Crazy Dad podcast on TikTok and stuff.
We should get business cards.
Yeah, we should. She asked for my autograph in case we ever got big.
Did you give her one?
No, I told her I'd be back because I got to go get glasses.
Oh,
I told her, you know, she wrote down my Crazy Dad podcast.
Was it the lady working there?
Yeah. So that she can go look at it. So I figure I'd give her time when I come back. If she's watched the show and still wants my autograph, I'll give it to her then.
That would be funny. I'll go there too, so then she'll be like, "Oh my God, it is you two."
Well, it's kind of hard to look at me and say, "Well, no, that's not you."
That's very true. Oh,
I'm rocking my Florida Gator colors today.
Also, before we end the show, I just want to let the people know that listen to us. I am down 20 pounds in 5 weeks.
Yes, he is.
And it's not that I'm, like, starving myself. Like, I eat, like, probably close to 2,000 calories like a normal human would.
Yeah, I mean, unbeknownst to a lot of people, you can eat normally and lose weight. See, me, I have a food addiction.
I want to push
I'll be the
edge,
first to admit that.
But I don't want to get canceled.
I mean, I don't know. You know, I like to eat. I mean, I was a smoker. I had no problems quitting smoking, but damn, you put food in the freaking house.
Well, you just need to have like a plan. That's why I haven't eaten.
Well, no, I mean, I've lost some weight too because I've been eating less and stuff. I mean, I go out for walks every now and then, but as far as like lifting weights and regular exercise, I can't do because of my disability. So it's hard for me now, but.
Well, you don't need to work out to lose weight. You
just
need to eat right.
Yeah, I know. So I started eating right, trying to eat right again, and you know, that's one of the reasons I go. That's one of the reasons I like going out fishing is because
you're doing something.
I'm walking.
Right.
You know, at least I'm doing something.
But the thing that I think that kills you and it killed me the most was the late night chips.
Yes, the late night snacks.
Because you might say, like, I don't eat that many chips, but when you're distracted and you eat, like, 30 chips,
well, no,
that's
I mean,
like
if
500 calories.
If I get up now and I go get the chips, I only eat a few and then put it down and put them away. I mean, before I'd sit there and eat half the fucking bag.
You pick up handfuls, though. You don't grab one chip.
Well, it's not a real handful. It's like maybe 7-8 chips in a clip.
I'm just saying that's what had me.
Yeah.
gaining
I
weight
know.
the most.
Yeah.
Because I really thought about it. I'm like, I don't really eat unhealthy breakfast. I don't sit there and snack for breakfast.
I can't
Or
wait to make
lunch.
tonight's dinner.
Dinner's another thing. You made huge portions, so that's why I only
Well,
eat so
yeah,
little
I mean, look
and
how
have us weigh it.
that's been the hardest thing for me is to figure out how to cook for only 3 instead of 7.
Right. Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Even all these years later, I mean, it's just been the 3 of us for what, 5 years now, and it's still. I'm getting better at it.
I don't know. I'm just saying, you don't need to work out to lose weight. You just need to eat.
You don't. Just
Eat right. But I'm doing cardio and lifting, so.
Yes. I've done enough of that shit in my day before I got hurt.
I know. You told me I was going to make it to the NFL.
Well, one of the things I used to, even when I worked for the company I was working for when I got hurt, I could go deliver some some water and pay a lumper service to do it, or I could go in, I'd just tell my work that I was going to unload it, so I'd get the lumper fee. It was,
right.
It was $100 more money to me, and then I'm on there, breaking these pallets down by half, so I got to take half the product off and repalletize that and then wrap it and stuff. So I mean, that was a good workout too. I feel like when I worked for Zephyr Egg, a lot of my loads, because I was one of the few that would do it, it always came on the floor, and when I got to each drop, what?
We're like an hour in.
Oh, well, I'd load I'd.
You would
build
just
up
lift
each stuff.
I get what you're saying. Okay. Anyhow, we gotta end this show. I was gonna say one more thing, but I forgot because I looked over, saw we had 55 minutes.
Damn. All right. Well, we love y'all. Appreciate the follows. We need more followers, more likes.
One quick thing for the people listening. I'm gonna be away from the 17th through the 20th, so it's when we upload. So if there's any technical errors, I'm gonna FaceTime you to upload it, but if there's anything wrong, then it's fairly easy. I'll just walk you through it. Anyhow, we're probably gonna get you on Discord because it's a pain in the ass to have you put your phone aiming towards the screen for some reason.
Right.
I'm like, well, show me the screen, and you're like over here pointing towards the wall. I'm like in the bottom, like the top left, we'll say, and you're like aiming towards the bottom right with your mouse looking for it. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
And I would like to make a correction on a statement I made from this last episode.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Spread us like you would peanut butter, coast to coast, not like you would your woman's legs. That was kind of rude. I'm sorry.
I wasn't very rude.
Share us like you would your peanut butter.
Okay. Anyhow, yeah. If we have any technical issues, that's why. All right. So.
But for the faithful, we appreciate you. Anybody new coming in watching us? Sup? Peace out. Later, homies and homettes.
That's what I was waiting for.